Hi, welcome to e-learning platform of SGT University. I am Professor Sushil Manav, Dean, Faculty of Mass Communication and Media Technology. Today, the topic of my e-lecture is Role of Media Laws and Ethics. First of all, we will look into the definition of laws and ethics. Law is an official rule of a country or a state that says what people may or may not do. Examples of law are Indian Penal Code, Law of Torts, Right to Information Act, Right to Services Act, and Law of Contract. Ethics. The study of what is wrong and what is right in human behavior is ethics. For example, honesty, integrity, loyalty. Now, what is the difference between laws and ethics? The laws refer to a systematic body of rules that govern the whole society and the actions of its individual members. Ethics is a branch of moral philosophy that guides people about basic human conduct. Some of the examples of ethics in general are honesty. Honesty is one of the most important ethics. Loyalty, which means being trustworthy and loyal no matter what the situation is. Integrity, a commitment to upholding moral principles. Respect for others' rights and interests. Selflessness, keeping others before self. And responsibility, which means taking responsibility of one's deed and being ready to make amends. Now we'll deal with media laws. Media plays a vital role in informing people about their surroundings, the truth and the situation they reside in. Media law is not a term for a uniform and integrated body of law like the law of contract or the law of crimes. It is a mix of variety of laws and ethics that are considered most important for the working of a journalist or a media industry. When the term media law is used, the focus is on the law itself. It examines the limits within which media organizations and journalists operate. If the media organizations will go beyond laws, they will attract the same punishment which any other citizen will attract. Now coming to media ethics. When we talk about media ethics, what exactly we mean is to make a rational choice between what is wrong and what is bad, what is morally justifiable action and what is not. Ethics also mean distinguishing among choices, all of which may not be justifiable, but some are more than others. Rationality is the key word here. People should be able to explain their ethical decisions to others. The ability to explain ethical choices is an important one for the journalists. Concept of media laws and ethics. The question is, why laws and ethics are so important, not in media only, but in general? The answer is yes. But why? Imagine if there is no law, there are no ethics in the world, what will happen? It will be a chaotic situation all around. Can civilization or a democracy or even life possible without codes, laws and ethics? No, not at all. Some important media laws. Freedom of speech and expression, freedom of press, law of defamation, its types, Contempt of Courts Act, Right to Information Act, Press and Registration of Books Act, Working Journalist and Non-Working Journalist Act, Cinematograph Act, Official Secret Act, Copyrights Act, Intellectual Property Right Act, IT Act. Now, some of important media ethics. Press Council of India Guide to Journalistic Ethics. One is accuracy and fairness. Unjustified rumors, surmises not to be published in a newspaper or any other media. This also cautions against defamatory writings. No personal remarks considered to be derogatory in nature are to be published against a dead person. This is because when a person is dead, the person is not in a position to clarify his position. All news must be in public interest only. Right to privacy is a very important aspect, and this must be respected by all journalists. Cautions against revealing the identity of crimes like rape, sexual assault, etc., raising questions on the chastity or character of a woman, these are not to be made. Now, what exactly is the role of media laws and ethics? Journalists play a very important role in a democratic societies. One of the main purpose is to supply voters with the information they need to make informed choices, for example, about how they are going to vote in the elections. The democratic principle of freedom of speech, meaning that people have the right to freely express their views and opinions and to question and criticize the government, is enabled by a free and independent media. The media serves as an important role in providing investigative reports, debates, discussions, backgrounds and analysis, as well as news stories. Journalists serve as a watchdog by monitoring the political process in order to ensure that politicians carry out voters' wishes and that they don't abuse their position. A free press is important because if the media is not able to report truthfully on the events, important information might be hidden and voters would remain in the dark. Equally, if the media was not allowed to facilitate open and free discussion, the views and concerns of ordinary people might not be heard. Legal and ethical issues. When writing a story, all journalists must consider both legal as well as ethical issues. Laws are in place to restrict journalists from reporting things which may damage or harm other peoples or organizations. Ethics mean doing what is ethically and morally right, regardless of what the law might say. Now, what are ethical issues? Journalists follow code of conduct which set out good and ethical practice. Good practices detailed in code include double checking of the source, giving those criticized a right to reply, respecting other people's privacy, particularly in the time of grief, illness and shock, protecting the vulnerable, for example children. So, today I covered media laws and ethics in my e-lecture. Next time I will come with some other e-content. Till then, keep learning, keep growing. See you next time. Thank you.